Welcome to Module 13. This is the last module as we look at human development, and this module covers adulthood. There are three stages of adulthood that we typically recognize. Early adulthood is roughly your 20s through your 30s. Middle adulthood is to age 65, and late adulthood is your years after age 65. People vary widely in their physical, psychological, and social development with each of these stages. And if we look at the age ranges, the 20s and 30s, the 20s and 30s actually are still in the intimacy versus isolation stage, versus middle adulthood to age 65, when generativity versus stagnation, the next stage in Erikson's theory, is technically thought not to begin till the 40s. So technically we spend quite a bit of time in intimacy versus isolation from our teenage years through middle adulthood. Physical development and the physical changes that occur in middle adulthood. Early adulthood is marked by muscular strength, reaction time, sensory keenness, and cardiac output peak in our mid-20s. Middle adulthood includes physical vigor more closely linked to health and exercise habits than age. Our physical decline is very gradual, and there's a gradual decline in fertility. Females experience menopause, the time of natural cessation of their menstruation, and the biological changes a woman experiences as their ability to reproduce declines. And most of us probably know that women who have babies or become pregnant in their 40s, those pregnancies are a little more higher risk than if they happen in the 20s and 30s. Males experience a gradual decline in sperm count, testosterone level, and the erection and ejaculation speed. In addition, some other changes occur, including our sensory ability, strength, and stamina. Our visual sharpness, our distance perception, and stamina diminish. Our pupils shrink and the lens becomes less transparent. Our health also takes a turn, and again, a lot of this, as mentioned on the previous slide, is related to our diet and our exercise as we become adults and move into middle and to late adulthood. But overall, our immune system does weaken, and it makes us more susceptible to life-threatening disease. People over 65 suffer fewer short-term ailments. The aging brain, our neural processing lag occurs. Brain regions related to memory begin to atrophy. Inhibition control from frontal lobes may decline, and there's a leading to blunt questions and comments. And the last part is about exercise and aging. You know, the exercise can slow our aging, and it stimulates brain cell development and neural connections. It aids our memory by promoting neurogenesis and helps maintain telomeres, or the tips of the chromosomes. These are actually the things that continually to actually divide, and as we start to age, their division stops, and that is what actually helps accelerate the aging process in humans. So how does our memory change as we age? In early adulthood, it's a peak time for some types of learning and remembering. In middle adulthood, it shows greater decline in the ability to recall rather than recognize memory. And in late adulthood, it's characterized by a better retention of meaningful than meaningless information. It's a rich web of existing knowledge that will help us retain that information and a longer word and information production time. But funny stories, I have a aunt in my family who seems to go through every single person's name in the family before they get to you when they're trying to address you. And we all laugh about it, but actually it does related to some of the recall decline that's mentioned for middle adulthood.